This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for May 5th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Just announced, Shinedown are bringing the Revolution's live tour with Papa Roach and Spirit Box to the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts on September 23rd. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. Ed Sheeran has prevailed in a lawsuit claiming that his song Thinking Out Loud copied Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Structured Asset Sales, an entity that owns part of the copyrights of Let's Get It On, co-writer Ed Townsend, filed a copyright infringement lawsuit back in 2018. Sheeran's attorneys sought to get the case dismissed, arguing that the similar elements between Thinking Out Loud and Let's Get It On were too common to constitute copyright infringement. Sheeran also vehemently insisted that any similarities between the 2014 hit and Marvin Gaye's song from 1973 were purely coincidental. He reportedly belted out various mashups of Van Morrison songs for the courtroom during his testimony to argue his point, and even said he would be done with music if he was found guilty. It's been at least a decade since Siouxsie Sioux of Siouxsie and the Banshees played a proper live show, but that changes this year. Ahead of her European tour this year, she did a warm-up show in Brussels, performing a set that included many Banshees classics. You can find clips of the performance on YouTube. Snoop Dogg said in an Instagram post that he was looking forward to being part of a bid to buy the National Hockey League's Ottawa Senators. And now the Long Beach rapper is confirmed that his interest in the team is, quote, no joke. Saying, quote, this ain't no joke or no gimmick or an image or likeness play. This is all a real ownership play. And Snoop will put his foot in the town, he said. When he was asked why he was interested in Ottawa rather than an American city like Atlanta or Houston, he explained, quote, I want Ottawa because Ottawa wants me. It's a thriving city. The team is going to make a U-turn once we get ownership. The players are inspired. The community is inspired. I feel like this is what Ottawa needs. This year, 50 Cent's monumental debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', turns 20. In honor of the album, which features In the Club, 21 Questions, and Pimp, he's hitting the road this summer with Busta Rhymes and Jeremiah. The North American tour kicks off July 21st in Salt Lake City and wraps up in Michigan on September 17th. The tour features 2 stops in New England on August 3rd in Mansfield, Massachusetts at the Xfinity Center, and on Friday, August 11th in Hartford, Connecticut at the Xfinity Theater. Bring Me the Horizon have given a release to their new single, Lost. An official video directed by Jensen Noen in Los Angeles premiered yesterday. A press release describes the clip as being, quote, medical-inspired gore fest, which also features actor Thomas Ian Nichols. While Ozzy Osbourne had to make the heartbreaking decision to retire from touring earlier this year, he sent Twitter into a frenzy saying he's determined to keep rocking even if it means doing it on 4 wheels. Saying, quote, I mean, doing a live show is what I live for. I've had to cancel my 2023 European tour, but I'm determined. I've got to do more gigs, even if I have to have someone wheel me out there. I mean, you can't retire from this game. It's not a job. It's a fucking passion. I don't know how to do anything else. The thought of sitting around my house all day, I'm a road dog, you know. I've been doing it for 55 years. It's the best thing to have ever happened to me. Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor has voiced his disappointment at how his past and longtime label, Roadrunner Records, handled the release of his 2020 solo album, CMFT. Slipknot themselves called Roadrunner home since the late 90s and ultimately parted ways with the label last year. During a recent appearance on the All Things Music podcast, Corey Taylor talked about recently partnering with BMG to form his own label imprint, Decibel Cooper. Saying, quote, the rad thing about BMG is just how into everything I am and everything I do they are, which is refreshing because probably for about 10 years, Roadrunner was not that. So when our contract came up, we were like 1-800, see ya, I'm done with you, because it had turned into a bunch of people we didn't know. Corey Taylor's forthcoming solo album, CMF2, is expected to be the first release on his new imprint. While Dee Snider has been vocal recently about wanting to don his makeup again to oppose the drag bans, his recent tweet supporting Paul Stanley's recent commentary on gender-affirming care for young children has San Francisco Pride ready to distance themselves from the musician. Live Nation has announced this year's Concert Week, which will afford fans the ability to purchase tickets for over 3,800 shows for just $25 pre-tax. The deal is open to North America from May 10th through the 16th. Rock and metal artists with $25 Concert Week tickets include Three Doors Down, 5 Seconds of Summer, The All-American Rejects and Newfound Glory, Avatar, Avenged Sevenfold, Baby Metal, Beartooth, Breaking Benjamin, Def Leppard and Motley Crue, Disturbed, The Doobie Brothers, Dream Theater, Fall Out Boy, Foreigner, Garbage, Ghost, Godsmack and Stained, Incubus, Jelly Roll, Jimmy Eat World, Lynyrd Skynyrd and ZZ Top, Måneskin, Mudvayne, Nickelback, The Offspring, The Original Misfits, Pantera, Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, Shinedown, The Smashing Pumpkins, Tarja, Volbeat, Wasp, Weezer, Yellowcard, Youngblood, and a lot more. And this is a good time to remind you that tickets for the Aerosmith Peace Out Farewell Tour go on sale today, and the next leg of the Revolution's live tour with Shinedown, Papa Roach, and Spirit Box. And new music releases coming out today include Dave Lombardo's Rites of Percussion, The Smashing Pumpkins' Act 3 of Autumn, Switchfoot, The Beautiful Letdown, Our Version, and Winger 7. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 152, featuring Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, is available now.